Look at this, Arne. 2 cookies are in the box.
In the box. Hi everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos.
And finally we have reached the time, our favorite time of the year. We are getting into Christmas season. Today is the 1st of Advent. Now Advent is something we celebrate in Scandinavia, right Arne?
Yeah, we light candles every week and every Sunday.
So it's the 4 Sundays before Christmas Eve. Yeah. And Advent, I think, means to wait. So we are waiting for Christmas and anticipating all the fun we're going to have. And 4 Sundays before Christmas means 4 candles.
Yeah.
And we will, as we do traditionally, light 1 candle every Sunday.
Yeah.
So today we will light the first one.
The first one.
And the first one is for...
Glädje. That was...
Joy.
Joy. Or happiness.
So the first Advent is for joy, and we light this candle.
And I have to say, you have beautiful candles, Carlos.
Yes,
You're famous.
a lot of people are aware of my candles. They come from Sweden. They are made in a beautiful factory down in Skåne, where my parents live. And we've got some candles behind us as well. So why don't we light those too? Oh!
So don't do this at home.
Don't do that at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to find new candles.
Yes, I think you need to find. I think you have to find new matches. I am very clumsy.
You know, this happened to my great grandfather once because he was smoking the pipe.
Yeah.
And he was so busy talking with people who came to the house, and one day he lit his pipe, actually like you did now, and then he just did this.
Yeah.
And put it back, and it exploded.
Yeah. Which is what this did. There's not one single match here that is unlit, so... Anyway, I'm not going to be doing the matches anymore. Arne, go ahead and light the candles behind you.
They're all gone.
They're all gone. Yeah.
Don't do this.
Don't do that at all. So go ahead, and while you light those candles, I'm going to explain a little bit more about what is going to happen with our Advent candle holder.
Okay, we should do a tutorial on how...
Yeah.
To light a candle.
Yeah, we should. Anyway, I'm a little bit...
I'm going to do 5.
Yeah, do those 5, but those don't count.
No.
Anyway, so today is 1 candle, and then next week we'll light the second one along with the first, and so on and on. So that we'll have them in different heights by the time Christmas arrives. Okay. Arne is having a lot of fun behind us. And I'm fine. I mean, it was dramatic. I was a little bit shocked, but I'm okay. Okay, should we stop the video or shall we go? Should we keep going?
No, this is fine.
Okay, so let's keep going.
I'll keep going. What are we doing today, Carlo?
Well, today we're going...
What's cooking?
Well, so there is this Norwegian saying, when something is in the box, it means it's done. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if I go to... Oh, moose. Chaos in the kitchen today, isn't it? So, for example, if I'm applying for a job and I do the interview, and I feel that it's going really, really well, and then I leave the interview, and then Arne comes to pick me up, and he says, "So, Carlos, how did the interview go?" In Norwegian, I say, "It went really well. I think I've got this job in the box."
Ah.
Yeah, right? You do. So in the box means it's a done deal, it's done, and yeah. And in Norway...
What are you trying to say?
So what I'm trying to say in a very long way...
I think you're shocked.
No. I'm coming, there's a point. So what I'm trying to say is what we need to do before Christmas is get 7 cookies in the box.
Yeah.
And when we've got 7 cookies in the box, it means Christmas is here. So what we're going to be doing for the next 4 weekends or 4 Sundays is we are going to bake our 7 cookies that we need to have for Christmas.
Yes.
Now, we've done the rosettes before, and we did gingerbread cookies last year. Which
I'm so good at.
Which Arne is so good at. And those cookies we are supposed to get in the box as well,
Yeah.
but we're not going to bake those. because we have so many other cookies that we can do, right?
Yeah.
So today we're going to do 2 cookies, the 2 first cookies that we're going to put in the box.
We didn't put the box out. Where's the box?
Well, we'll go pick them up later and people can
They
see them.
have to cool down before you put them in the box anyway.
Yeah, so it does. We won't show the box until next week. Anyway, we're going to do 2 cookies today. The first cookie that we're going to do is called sandkake.
Yeah.
How would you explain what that cookie looks like?
It's like a little cup. It's made in this
Yeah.
things.
And there's also a nickname for this cookie, sandkake.
Actually, my father called them Thomas Tot-kake. I think
Yeah.
that was what the old people said at home.
And Thomas Tot are these, the thumbs. So this is called a sandkake, but affectionately you could call it a thumb cake. And now why?
I think that's a nicer word.
Yeah, I think
Thomas
thumb cake.
Tot-kake.
Yeah, tommeltotskake.
Because
That's
when
nice.
you make them, you put a little bit of dough inside in this one, and then you press it.
Mm-hmm.
We did this last year for Christmas, and
We
they
did.
came out a little bit thick. And one of our friends, like for him, this is his favorite cakes.
Yeah.
But he liked them. But this year, I think we should bring someone that is nicer,
A little bit thinner.
thinner. So we will see tonight if that happens.
Yeah. So we've got a mold here, and these molds, they are made of metal, and these molds are very old-fashioned, and you have to grease them one by one.
But these are beautiful.
But they're beautiful. But we're not going to use
No,
these.
I just took them out to show you.
Because they're lovely.
They're actually very nice.
Yeah.
But you have to put, you said smear them?
Yes, smear them,
Smear
or
them.
butter them, or
Yeah. Or you
grease
could
them.
use the spray or something. But we found this last year,
Yeah.
which is
And these are really good because these are made of Teflon inside. And these, we're going to actually put the dough inside these. And then once they come out of the oven, we're going to turn them upside down. And then they're going to cool down. And once they start cooling down, you just tap on them and hopefully they will loosen
no,
up.
they normally come out. But these are different.
Yeah.
Should we try both?
No, I think we should not try both because we're going to be stuck with these. So we'll do the Teflon ones. I think it's going to be easier for us. Okay, Arne, so let's start the recipe.
That's the first cake. The second cake, you have to tell.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Or do you want to talk about it now?
You have to say what we're doing.
Oh, okay. So
That's what they do in cooking, on cooking TV.
Okay, so you were right. We have to go by
There's no surprises.
no surprises. Okay, so the second cookie that we're going to do is called a brune pinner. And brune pinner, how would you translate that into English?
That's a brown stick.
So a brown stick.
Brown sticks.
Yes, and brune pinner are brown because we are going to be using this here. This is dark syrup. I think in English it's molasses. It's kind of like a sugary thing. It's not maple syrup at all, but it's dark. And then it also has quite a lot of this delicious cinnamon. And the cinnamon and the dark syrup make them a little bit brown. So we call them brown sticks. They are my personal favorites.
So good.
I absolutely adore them.
They're all good actually.
They're all very good.
But we do the dough for the sandkake, the tommeltottkake first.
We're going to start with that.
I'm gonna mix Norwegian and English now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
then you
okay.
learn.
So we're going to start with the sandkake and then we're going to go on to the brune pinner. And this is not a tutorial and it's not where we're going to torment Arne and make him do everything. We're going to collaborate.
Thank you.
And hopefully we will have a great result. Okay?
I think we will. Last year they were so nice.
They were very nice. So
We should start with the sandkake, but you should take this one out so you don't burn more
Yeah.
when you have already burned.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of experience with burning things.
Okay.
So anyway, let's start the recipe.
So 200 grams smør.
So 200 grams of butter. We've got the butter here. Okay. And then we need
100 grams sugar.
so sugar, 100 grams.
And 1 egg. You
Okay.
have eggs.
1 egg is there.
And 100 gram mandler.
Almonds, 100 grams of almonds.
You
Yes.
have already prepared.
We got it here.
And 250 gram flour.
Flour, yes. 250 grams of the flour, which we've got here. And Arne loves this packaging, by the way.
It's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Okay, so you have already fixed the
Yes.
almond?
So the recipe said to peel the almonds and then grind them. So I did that in advance. Here is my peeled and ground almonds. Okay.
Did you use a knife?
No, I use the blender.
Or the small?
Yeah, to do that.
Not
Okay.
this monster.
No, we'll do that for other things. Okay. So what does it say?
It says you should mix that with flour.
Okay. So let's do that. We're gonna put on our weight.
Yeah, and then we're gonna whip the butter and the sugar. Should I do that now, or do you want to go step by step?
Let's go step by step. Okay. So we put that on 0. And now we need 250 grams.
Sikta. Sikta.
You don't have to. You just.
No.
I think you just take a spoon and we just use the spoon. I think we're good.
Oh, we don't have that anymore.
Yes, we do, but.
What's that in English?
Sifter? Sifter? Yeah, but Arne, I use it for the almonds, so it's in the washing machine.
Ah.
It's okay. So 140, 182, 210, 228, 230.
Oh.
200. Oh, look at that.
Are you sure this is good? Yeah,
Perfecto.
Yeah.
So 250 grams of flour in the bowl together with the almonds, and I'm just gonna blend that in.
This will be a lot of cake.
Yep. It's gonna be lovely, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So let me see.
So what are we gonna do now?
Now we're gonna whip soft butter and sugar.
Okay.
I feel I'm not sure what we're doing.
You're gonna
Soft. Oh, you have to put that in the kettle.
No. It's room temperature.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the butter and we're gonna put the sugar in that. But we need to measure. Right?
No, there's numbers here.
Yeah, but I need to measure the 100 grams of sugar.
I think I'm so good.
Yeah, you're great. Did we ever talk about when I burned my hair?
I don't remember we had talked about so much. But you can tell the story. That's
Yeah.
one of your cooking.
Yeah,
What's to say? Your cooking
stories. Yeah, so when I went to university in Sweden, once a week I went to So hang on. I went to this restaurant to cook. It was like a restaurant run by students. It was done ideally. It wasn't to make any money. So like a student, like a kind of like a pop-up kitchen or something like that. Anyway, I went there every Thursday and I cooked, and it was quite fun. And then we served, and people paid quite a low price for the meal. And once I wanted to do crêpes Suzette, and I wanted to flambe them on the tables, by the tables, but I got really stressed, and I put too much of the cognac. So when I hit the match on the cognac, the whole thing just went up on my face. And it burned my eyebrows, my eyelashes, and my bangs.
Actually, like it did tonight.
No. Everything's intact. Anyway, I looked like a turtle for about 4 weeks before things started to grow back up again. And yeah, so that's my story. It wasn't very dramatic. I didn't even hurt myself. It was just very shocking. Kind of like now. But, you know, I'm okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
But that butter is not soft.
Okay, but what I suggest you do is you cut it into smaller pieces.
Okay, because I thought maybe you should have it like in the kettle on the oven.
No, because then you melt it. No, but this is gonna work. Don't worry.
But you know, I think a lot of these Christmas cookies, some of them have exactly the same ingredients.
They do, yeah.
There's not a big variation actually.
No.
It's more about the extra on top of the butter and it's always butter and the flour and the sugar.
Yeah. So could you cut a little bit faster?
Could you go and comb your hair?
Yeah.
Or something?
Comb my hair.
Comb
Yeah.
my hair. Comb your hair.
Yeah. I have everything intact this time, so no harm done. Don't do it at home. Do not put a burning match in the box with the rest of the matches, because then things will happen.
Do you want me to peel a pear at the same time?
No.
Because I'm also good at.
Okay, it's
that.
okay. It's enough. Let's go. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna beat this or whip this up, and I think that we don't want to do this.
It's so noisy.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start it up, and then once it starts up, you go and turn off the camera, okay?
Yeah.
And we will see you when this is done. See you in a bit.
I'm back. So Carlos, how do we get in here?
You flip that other way. Flip and lift. No. Look. There you go. Okay, so now we have
This
the butter.
looks nice.
Yeah, it's nice, huh? So the butter is inside the bowl, and it's all.
It's like 1 year ago since we used this,
Yep.
at least.
Oh, there's another thing we need to do now, and I think we're gonna have to do it in front of the camera. If you put that back in.
This thing?
Yeah.
So
Put it back in, because we need to do the egg as well.
So you don't do that by hand.
No.
Is that safe?
Yeah. Okay. So
So I keep this one.
put in the egg. There we go.
The whole egg? Not the one on the right?
Not the whole egg. There we go. And then we also put in the whole thing. And I guess we're gonna.
You do everything in the machine.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's easy.
Yep. Okay. So that goes down, and then I'm just gonna do the final touches. Shall we be back in a little bit?
I think.
I think we're gonna be back in a little while. So see you in a bit. Okay, let's see what this looks like.
That
Yep,
looks good.
we have a dough. Let's see.
You want this one?
I think you're actually better
Yeah, I can do that.
than me, so why don't you do that?
Where do you get these recipes? Because this is not the ones, the old one, the really old one from my mother.
No. These aren't modern recipes that I got online. I thought, I do them from online. At least these two recipes.
I don't think there's a big difference because I remember once we did something from what we found online and we made some from my mother and it was like just 1 egg difference or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but these are pretty good. I like this recipe because it's so easy.
I have a book somewhere in the house from my great grandmother. And it's written in those old letters. Is it Gothic?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool one. But
Yeah.
can we read it?
Yeah. You can read it if you have to focus and remember the strange letters, what they are, and then you understand it. But that could be cool to try once.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash my hands with some detergent to disinfect.
Are you using this more now, or can I lick it?
You can lick it. And I'm gonna go in and
I'm not gonna lick in front of the camera. I'm gonna do it out there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going over here.
And while you take your break, I am going to just finish this dough off.
Are you using this later?
What?
This one.
Yeah, we'll probably have to wash it.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's dough, so
Someone said you shouldn't eat dough.
why?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because
not good for you?
people are worried about the eggs, but the eggs in Europe, at least in Norway anyway, are safe to eat raw. There's no salmonella here in Norway, so.
When I was younger, I had this sort of a strange idea that I would build muscles.
Okay.
So I ate raw eggs
Yeah.
because that's what bodybuilders are doing.
Yeah, and did you grow any muscles?
No,
No muscles for you.
no,
Okay, so
not much. Okay, I can wash this by hand.
yeah, I'm just gonna work
That is
this.
so good.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna work this dough a little bit, just to
I think I need to have like this one ready for washing.
So Arne, this is pretty much it. I just work the dough a little bit with my hand.
You see that is so easy.
Yeah, but Arne, can you pay attention here? I'm trying to talk to you.
I'm working over
I know you're working, but I'm trying to talk to you and you keep ignoring me.
because this is going into the fridge.
Yeah.
Is it ready now for the fridge? Are you sure you have everything?
Yeah. So the question is, do we need this machine for the next one?
But there's no.
Oh, we need.
Yeah, we have everything.
Yeah.
Butter, sugar, egg, almonds, and flour. That's everything.
Yeah. But we're gonna have to move this into the other bowl.
No, we use a smaller one.
Use a smaller one.
Use this one.
Okay.
But this is not enough cookies for the Christmas cards. We have to make more later. You think this will live through?
No, probably not.
We think we have cakes tomorrow.
I don't know. They're gonna go in the box and then they're gonna go out of the box.
I think that next time you have to bring out the boxes, show the boxes, and show people how much there is left.
Yeah.
You want something on top?
No, just put it in the fridge for 15 minutes.
Okay. 15 minutes. Okay.
So we're gonna put it in the fridge for 15 minutes, and while this is cooling down in the fridge and having a little cozy time in there, we are gonna do the second recipe, which is the brune pinne, the brown sticks.
It's easy to do two things at the same time.
And again, we are gonna need to do a couple of things. So why don't
do you need this one?
Yes. So while you start reading the recipe and telling everybody what we're gonna do,
okay,
I'm gonna just very quickly wash what you licked and the other one.
It won't be the last time I lick it, Okay, for this one we need 200 grams of butter, 200 grams sugar.
So why don't you cut the butter?
1 egg yolk, 3 teaspoons vanilla sugar, 4 teaspoons kanel, what's that?
Cinnamon.
1 teaspoon natron.
That's baking soda.
Baking soda. 1 big spiseskje. The spoon you eat. Tablespoon with dark syrup.
Molasses.
300 grams of flavor. Okay.
300 grams of what?
Flour.
Flour, okay.
That's like flowers in the garden. That's so difficult. Okay, 200 grams butter. And you have to piske.
You have to whip it.
Whip soft butter.
Beat it.
Beat soft butter and sugar until you got that cream. You know, the butter cream.
We just did it.
That's what we did.
Yeah, the same one.
We did that by hand last time, didn't we?
Yeah, well that's because I forgot to tell you we had a KitchenAid.
I was whipping like crazy.
Yeah.
I used the old one, remember? We have that.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Okay, 200 grams. Okay. And this is normal butter. This is real butter.
I guess at some point we're gonna have to start putting the oven on. Let's see.
So where's my mark? There was some marks here. Mark, there they are. Where's my knife?
So 180 degrees.
200. You see 200 grams again? It was 200 on the other one as well. But now it's more sugar.
How much sugar? 200 grams of sugar. So there's
on that
double.
one, the other one, 100.
100. So
and now we have.
now we know which is the healthiest of the two.
And
Right?
now we have 100 grams of butter left. So this goes in the machine.
Yeah, but cut it up. You didn't do that the last time. So just clack, 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 quickly, quickly. Chop, 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 chop. You know, chop, 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 chop.
Okay.
You know, the kitchen is supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be full of energy, and people are supposed to be fast, and you know.
You think I can make it in a kitchen?
In a professional.
Maybe I should start like working in a restaurant.
Does it really say 200 grams of sugar? That's a lot of sugar, honey.
But it's so good.
So 212 grams. I'm gonna start taking out the sugar.
I think I made some really nice butter blocks, or what you call it. We have 100 grams left.
Okay. That's good to know for the next recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, here you've got the sugar, babe.
Sugar. Okay.
Okay.
And now we just start mixing it, or?
Yeah, so what it says, we're gonna
First
blend it.
that one, and then you have to add the egg.
Yeah, but hang on, there's another step here that we need to do, and it's the molasses. It says heat a large, this is a topped tablespoon of dark syrup in a little pan. And I have the perfect pan for this, your favorite one.
Yeah, that's nice. Now I'm gonna take the äggblomma out. What's äggblomma?
So you're gonna separate the egg yolk and the egg white, and don't throw the egg white away because we're going to need it. We're gonna need it in the end. So keep both.
Okay.
Egg white in one and egg yolk in the other.
I'm so good at this.
Yeah.
A little bit afraid of that knife.
So here's our molasses that we're going to be putting in.
Look, watch me carefully. This is how you should do it. Look. See? Oh, I'm so good.
Yeah, you are. You're fantastic.
I know. I'm so good at this.
Okay. So.
Look at this yolk.
Yeah, and then put the yolk. Do you think this is a topped tablespoon? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you can add a little bit. You can add a little bit. What's happening?
It's very sticky.
I can...
No, you're not gonna lick this. Okay, we'll leave this here.
This is good.
Strong. Okay.
There was another one when I was younger. The lighter one.
Yeah, that's the dark. That's the light one. This is the dark one.
No, not as light as the light you think about, but there was something in between.
Oh, I never.
We used it on bread.
Oh, like Nutella?
No.
No. Okay. Anyway, shall we beat the eggs and or shall we beat the butter and the sugar and then add the egg?
You need more of this now?
No.
This has to be clean. This is sticky. Okay, so...
So you do that. I'm going to turn off the camera. We'll be back in a bit because, you know, it is noisy.
No, what happened? Okay, we'll be back in a minute.
And we are back and we have Houston, we have a problem.
Because it says you have to use this one and mix all the dry stuff, and I took this out of the washing machine and I thought it was dirty.
And you washed it again.
And I washed it again.
And now it's wet. It was dry?
And now I have to dry it, because if not, all the things will be stuck.
Yeah. So before we do that though, we're gonna add the ingredients missing, and then we're gonna just beat this very quickly. I think it'll be painful for you guys. It is for us, because our ears hurt of all this machinery.
Are you beating more?
Yeah, because we need to put in the egg.
I think this is dry now.
Yeah, hang on though. I got the egg, and then I got the molasses, or the syrup as we call it here in Scandinavia. There's a little hatch here I could use. Well, that was better. Okay, so the egg is in. What are you doing?
I'm drying this thing. What is this called in English?
Sifter or something. So here's the molasses. It's nice and brown, and it's melted, so it's a little bit more liquid. So in that goes.
What is this called in Norwegian? Sikt?
Sikt.
No, it's dry. Okay, so butter, sugar, tick. Is that what you said? Tick.
Yeah, check.
Check. Egg yolk.
Check.
Check.
Syrup.
Check.
Check.
And now you're gonna mix all this together, and then
Very
we have
quickly.
to put all the dry
Mhm.
in this one, and then we're gonna mix that with that, but we have to use our hands.
Okay, so let's go. Just a couple of seconds. It should be enough. Let's see if this is enough. Yeah, this looks great. So I'm gonna get this.
Did you wash it?
Yeah,
Because I didn't lick it.
you didn't? But you did.
No. I didn't lick
No.
that one,
But I washed it, so
but I'm gonna lick it now.
yeah. You know, and I know you very well, so I make sure to wash everything once we are off camera. And
More water. I need water.
while you were doing your stuff, I was doing the dishes.
You know, I think it's a nice thing to do in the evenings
Yeah, it is, doesn't it?
to make cakes.
Oh,
And it got dark right now, or
Yeah.
not so long ago. It's getting darker earlier and earlier.
okay, so there we go. That's nice.
What was this?
It just told us that the oven is ready. I'm just gonna move
And
this.
what is this? Oh, this is the egg yolk.
That's
No, the other one,
Yeah,
the
don't
white.
drink that. Don't drink that.
Okay. This is-
Okay, Arne. So now you're gonna get to do your thing with the
Yeah,
sifter.
so if you put everything up here now,
Yeah.
then I can do.
Oh, okay. So you want to hold it, and then I put the stuff in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we've got. So we have got 3 teaspoons of vanilla sugar. Now somebody told me that it's not a real teaspoon; it's a teaspoon measurement. And I've been into 6 shops here to look for those measurements, and I can't find them. So a teaspoon it is.
We always used teaspoons when
Yeah.
I grew up. I think Norwegian
know what,
recipes
maybe-
is actually a teaspoon.
Hang on, maybe we should start with 300 grams of flour.
I put the flour under because then if not, you get all the small things in the middle.
Yeah.
But seriously, Carlos, I think a spoon is a spoon.
A spoon is a spoon, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like 200 years old, and I can't remember anyone using something else than a spoon.
No,
If
this
it was-
one is
if it said spoon,
acting
it
out.
was spoon. Maybe you burned it.
No. I didn't burn it. There we go, okay. You just have to be it's very sensitive.
I
You
know.
have to-
I use that when I measure yarn.
Yeah, I know. And then I need to measure some cooking, and then you've
Yeah.
taken it away
But
from me.
sometimes I have like it can take almost like down to 4 grams
There we go.
maybe, and then I have to guess.
Okay.
How much?
So it is 300 grams. This is a lot of cookies, aren't it?
No.
300 grams of flour.
I think we have to make like a double portion or maybe more. Because we're going to celebrate Christmas with a lot of people.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Not that people eat much cake anyway. But a lot of the cakes end up for the birds.
Yeah, I know.
You could use a spoon, it's easier.
Let's see.
You see?
296.
A little bit more. Or more.
298.
It doesn't have to be.
Whoops. 300. There we go. So this goes in here,
Hmm?
and you can do that, your thing. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of vanilla sugar.
I want to have
1,
that as well before I start.
2, 3.
Yeah.
I am going to add 4 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Hmm.
That's a lot. But cinnamon is so good.
It's so good.
One.
Topped or flat?
I'm doing topped too.
That was very topped.
Okay, so let's do 3.
But normally it said topped or flat.
Doesn't say. Okay, but cinnamon's nice.
Is that everything?
No.
But I start now.
Yeah, you can start. And then...
Try to mix it a little bit.
Oh, 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Is it the cinnamon?
Yep.
oh.
I didn't sneeze on the cookies. I didn't sneeze on the dough. I'm good.
I saw you used your elbow.
Yeah, I use my elbow.
Yeah, that's
We're good. And it's not COVID. It is the cinnamon was quite spicy when it came up in my
more?
nose.
I'm finished now. Was that too quick?
No, that's it.
Was that all the dry stuff?
That's the dry stuff. Have you washed your hands?
Yeah, I can do it again.
No, if you wash them, you wash them. You're
I
good.
do it again,
Okay.
just to be sure. And I use soap and everything.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sorry, I'm in the way. Wow.
So,
Oh, that cinnamon is really nice.
yeah,
It's very Christmassy.
I know.
The cinnamon flavor is really Christmassy, I have to say.
I think you should put that one in water before
Yeah.
it gets stuck.
I'll
So
do
now
that.
I'm gonna
So
attack
fun.
this one. So this is how it looks now.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna use my hand and mix everything.
Yep. So just mix that until you have a nice even dough.
This is actually quite nice to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's velvety or silky
Velvety or silky or...
So are we over the shock of almost burning down the house?
I didn't have to get a shock.
I did, I have to say.
You were shocked.
I was very shocked.
But it's kind of... It's funny.
And people are always so worried with us because we have all these candles everywhere. And
They should be worried.
They should,
They-
yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah, we've got our advent calendar or our advent candle. So how's
now-
it going?
It goes well.
It's getting smooth.
Look, it starts to be dough.
Okay, great.
Should I put it on the... Should I put it on this wood plate?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is, well, you can read the recipe and just get the oven to the right temperature.
So... Yeah, I have to make this until it's like even.
Yep.
I think it's nice to do it in this ball so far. And then it should be split in 6 pieces, and then we roll those 6 pieces in the same length. Or actually as long as the stekeplata. What's that?
That's the dish, the pan.
The pan. And then you should put them next to each other and press them down. No, I can't do this and read at the same time.
No, I'm preparing the sheet of baking paper, and I put it on a tray. So that's done.
So look, now the magic has happened.
Yeah. Okay, so what you do now, you make like a...
Look at this one. It's like gingerbread. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown sticks.
Brown sticks.
Really good. Yummy. I love this dough. So good.
It's so good.
Yum. Okay, so what you do now is you make a little sausage or a little,
I think
and you cut it in
if you
6.
work too much with the dough, I think they can be bad for
Yeah.
it.
So listen, Arne, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this in 6 pieces,
Yeah.
and then each of the 6 pieces we're gonna roll
Yeah.
into something a little bit long and a little bit flat,
Yeah.
and we're gonna bake them flat. And then when they
Press
come,
them.
yeah, we press them, and then when they come out of the oven, we're gonna cut them into sticks. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
now.
we didn't cut them before.
No, we cut them after
When
while
they're
they're
warm.
warm. Yeah, while they're warm. And
Oh,
then
do we have that list?
yes, we have a little thing to cool it down.
Okay, so 6 pieces.
And use your excellent eyes because you know how to do measuring.
I'm gonna eyeball.
You're gonna eyeball everything. So let me get you a good knife for that.
No, this is fine.
Oh, okay.
That's half. And then we need boom. Should be something like that. Maybe this is thicker. So, no, suddenly this felt much thicker. We do it like that.
Okay.
6 pieces, and then you roll them.
Yeah. So if we move, here's the tray, Arne. Just put it sideways instead. There we go.
Okay, so that will be this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and then we're also gonna have to pencil them with the egg, and we're gonna have to do some almond decoration. So I'm gonna get some almonds.
So you put the almond on now, or
Just a decoration.
let's see if this is correct.
Could I use a little bit of the cutting board together with you? Yeah, but this is not flat, Arne.
No, we flatten them after.
Okay.
I think you make this sausage thing and put them on there,
Yeah.
and then. But this is big.
Okay, so I'm gonna chop up some almonds while Arne.
I can do it here. That was
That's
actually
his thing.
easier. Turn it on. Turn it off.
I did.
That sounds like your father.
It does, yeah.
Is that called when you do that? FaceTime? Or
No, he's doing WhatsApp, I think.
what's that? Maybe he wants cake.
Yeah, he probably knows we're baking, and he thought he. You know what? We should bring some of these to my parents next time we visit.
Yeah, if they get so old.
Yeah, my dad loves cookies and candy and stuff.
I think it's easier if we do them in Sweden.
Why?
It's nice you can spend an evening making cakes.
Well, oh, with my parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Because it's a nice thing to do. Oh, this is nice. I think that it's almost like meditation.
Yep. Okay, got the olives chopped, so we'll be adding the penciled egg, and then we're gonna sprinkle this, and then this is called pearl sugar in Norwegian. I don't know what it is in English, but I'm gonna show you. It looks like this. So it's sugar, but it's a little bit chunky.
Yeah. Looks like pearl.
We'll call it chunky sugar.
Chunky sugar.
Chunky sugar. Okay.
You know, can you imagine my mother? She made so many Christmas cakes.
Well, yeah, and you need to make 7 different kinds.
She was baking like crazy.
Yeah. And you need 7 kinds of cookies in the box.
At least. That's the minimum. So
Okay, are you gonna flatten those?
I'm gonna flatten them. I think you should use something on top. Doesn't it say you should use some paper on top or something?
No.
And then you press it down?
It doesn't.
No. So
Just press
by
them
hand.
down. Yeah. Good boy.
I know. And then we have to cut them later.
Yeah. I'm gonna start sprinkling
Is this what we did? We have to show. Let
Yeah,
me
we do,
press,
yeah.
and then we can show the magic. I think we are cutting them like
Yeah,
this way?
diagonally.
yeah. You think this is flat enough?
Yeah. Maybe press a little bit more there.
We did this last year and they didn't get old.
No, these are the best.
We actually managed to keep some for Christmas Eve, but we ate so many of them. So this is how it looks now. When it's flattened out.
Yeah.
I have to take this away. Okay, and then you will put...
So I
Things on
pencil,
top.
so let's do it like this. I start penciling from this
Yeah.
side, and then you sprinkle a little bit of the almond and a little bit of the pearls, okay?
Yeah.
So a little bit of each.
I can do that.
Yeah, and do it whichever way you want. You know, if you want to be creative, artistic.
Well, there's not much to be... You can't be too creative on this small...
No. And if you're wondering about, as we were saying, these are some of our favorite cookies. These are better than gingerbread. They're easier to make, as you saw. They're super easy. And if you're wondering about not the pattern,
They're not better than ginger cake.
I think so.
Gingerbread.
They're my favorite.
They are almost as good. Or they're as good.
Yeah.
They're actually different.
Anyway, if you want the recipe, just go to arnecarlos.com, select the blog, and look at today's episode. And I am going to write the recipe in English for you guys. I am going to be metric though, because I heard that even in the USA, even if they don't use the metric system, I heard that all the bakers in the US use the metric system because it's more precise.
And today we are bakers.
And today we are bakers, so I guess we are going metric all over the world for this one.
I'm not sure if we have enough.
And if you no, I can chop off more. If you start putting the pearl sugar, I am going to chop some more.
Wait,
almonds.
let's see. Maybe I can...
No, I'm gonna chop some more. Come on, it's Christmas, so you need to be excessive.
And this come with the, like the skin, or what you call it?
Yeah, these are with the skin, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna put the recipe, I'm gonna transcribe it, and I'm gonna write it down for you guys, and so you can download it. And if you're not metric, and if you wanna use your cups or your ounces or whatever it is you use, all you need to do is go to Google and, say 200 grams of flour into ounces or whatever it is you use, or cups or whatever. So you can do that yourself. No need for me to do that translating, but I'm more than happy to translate the method and everything that we've done so far.
Yeah. You should use cups and spoons.
Yeah. So these, we're gonna pop them in the oven at 225 degrees Celsius.
This is not enough.
For 10 minutes. No, but I've got more here.
No, I think this is not enough cake.
For Christmas? No way.
We have to have like 10 of these.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got some more of the almond. I'm gonna help you a little bit.
I hope it sticks to. It should. That's what the egg is for.
Did you put sugar on all of them?
Yeah. Maybe I can have a little bit more sugar on this one.
Yeah, now they're looking really fancy.
You can eat them as they are.
Yeah, yummy.
Yummy, look at that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Brune pinner.
Brune pinner. So
So this is ready now for the oven.
let's take the brune pinner and pop them in the oven for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
And while they bake, we can start doing the sandkake.
I have to wash my hands again. We are finished. This is all finished now. All this stuff.
Yeah, this cookie is done.
Okay.
Put that in 10 minutes. And I'm gonna go get the dough.
Yeah. And now we have to try to make them thinner than last year because they were a little bit thick. They should be very thick.
Yeah.
And we use the new ones. But I have to say, I really like the old shape because they are like sharper. It's a sharper edge to them. These are like rounder. I don't know if you can see it. So maybe you can use this as Christmas decorations, Carlos.
Yeah. Okay, we still need the cutting board. Hang on. So I'm going to take my dough, or the dough that we made, sankake dough. It's easier to work with when it's cold, so I do understand why they tell you to refrigerate it for 15 minutes. What we are going to do now is we are going to flatten this out again like a sausage. And now I'm going to let you do this because you
just take off a little piece.
You're the master of cutting. So what we need now,
cannot use this one.
Arne.
Yeah.
No, I think we should use the big one that I used for chopping almonds, the one that is next to me on the table, this one. So now the question is, we need 40.
Is that what it's for?
Yeah.
40. It doesn't have to be 40.
Well, I don't know.
But you see, you need so little for this one.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we, instead of cutting 40 now, why don't you take what you need, what you think you
I think
need?
I take what I need. I can't work with numbers like that. Let's see what happens. So you put that one in this one, and then you press it.
Yeah. So for simplicity's sake, Arne, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this camera and I am going to join you. See if I can do that.
And now I'm taking a chance there.
Hey, Arne.
Hey.
Now everybody gets to see the messy side of the kitchen, huh?
So come closer. So you just put that one inside, and then you start to press it, and you shape the dough like inside.
Okay.
And now and that's why it's called tommeltottkake.
Are you sure those are?
You see, you use your thumb, Thomas. You use your thumb.
Are they look very
Actually,
thin?
I am taking a chance. I think it's better that they are thinner, because last year they got so thick. So I don't want to have those thick ones again.
Okay. So that's 2. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to, if you can help me put the camera back in place, now that everybody's seen how it's done. I think we're going to just, if you help me...
Just wait a minute. I want to show the difference between the old one and the new one.
Anyway, and then what I was thinking was we can both start doing this so it goes quicker.
Yeah.
And we've still got 5 minutes to go on our sticks, but they smell delicious.
Yeah, I think this one may be a little bit too thick.
I think they're too thin.
No, they're not too thin.
Okay, so you're going to try one of those.
So how do you see the difference? The old ones are sharper.
Oh, look, I can see your face in it.
Yeah, you can see my face.
Yeah, if you do, there you are. Oh, that's me.
Hello.
That's me. There you are. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I can put the camera back.
Okay.
And then, stop it.
Okay, we are back again. Camera's back in place, and I am now helping Arne put the dough in the forms. Meanwhile, we've got 3 minutes to go behind us, and the smell, Arne.
It smells like Christmas.
It is beginning to smell a lot like Christmas. That's for sure. The smell now is just totally divine.
I think these cakes need a little more practice, actually.
You think?
Yeah, because like last year, I think we only did one batch, and I think this year I feel I have more
practice.
I have more the feeling,
experience.
Because the strange thing is, like, this one, it swallows up. So even if it swells. Even if you can almost see through the dough, they actually come out quite nice.
Yeah, they do, yeah. So this is our friend Toralf's favorite cookies. And of all the cookies we're gonna bake, do you have any favorites, or are they all too good to be true?
I think they're all good.
Yeah,
But
I
if
agree.
you have too much of them,
Then it's not good anymore.
then it's not good anymore.
No.
I think like after New Year, you kind of had it with Christmas cakes.
Yeah, and
because then you
cookies.
have been eating so much.
Mm. So you think this is going to be a disaster then?
I think that one will be a bit thick. But I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So anyway, there's a lot of in Norway a lot of talk about how to store them and how long they will last. Now, unless you have a Cookie Monster in the house or two,
Or two Cookie Monsters.
the cookies that we're baking today, they can actually last for a month, or keep for a month. So actually, these would be good on Christmas Eve for sure.
I have eaten
Although-
all their cakes.
Yeah, but I seriously doubt these are gonna be. Yeah. So what you do, the secret to keeping them is putting them in a nice airtight tin. And what you need to do when they come out of the oven, they need to cool on this rack. So this metal rack with air that goes around it. So it needs to cool there, and they actually need to cool all the way. They need to be completely cold, because if you put them in the tin when they're a little bit warm, then there'll be condense and humidity, and that will spoil them, and bacteria will come and all that.
I'm going to take this out.
No. These are going in on that one.
Using the same one?
Yeah.
But that's warm now. It's easy. It's better to put in a cold one.
Okay. Anyway, so ooh. There's things happening
So
here.
you just put them on like this.
Oh wow. Mmm. Oh, the smells.
Should I cut them or are you cutting?
Look at that.
Oh, we have to. I think we should put this in the fridge while we
They
do
look
this.
amazing.
Because now this is actually getting.
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
The fridge. But you know what? While you do that, I mean, I don't know. Let's just put this here in the meantime. I can keep doing that, Arne, if
Okay.
you start cutting and putting on the tray. Or on the...
I can do that. Because that one gets warm very quick and it gets like soft.
Yeah. So,
Oh, this came out really nice.
it did, didn't it? So, you're gonna cut them?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. So I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah. And just cut them really nicely, whatever way you like.
Maybe I should do it over there so people can see it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So if you remove the dough. So this. If you tilt the camera maybe a little bit,
Mhm.
then you can see the beautiful brune pinner.
Can you move the tray that is on the... Okay.
Use the yeah. So now you have to put. What you got? Cut it.
Yeah.
Don't cut it like this because then you get very strange. So you have to go like this. I think this is a good
That's beautiful, Arne. Oh boy.
size.
Yeah. So cut them like that. And then once they are cut, immediately start transferring them. I mean, first cut them all, and then gently transfer them to the rack where they're gonna cool down. Perfect, gorgeous.
Maybe
Great.
I should do like all of them in.
No, don't do that. So I'm gonna put this back down, and I'm gonna keep doing my pressing the cookies in while you finish cutting.
Mhm.
And then we'll put those on the rack to cool while we finish off all of these. Then we'll pop them in the oven and see how these come out.
You have to be quite. Actually, can't wait too long
No, you have to go really quickly
because
with
then
this.
they break.
But that's what I mean. You don't have all day. You need to kind of, yeah, you see? You need to go really fast,
I think I
Arne.
do all of them.
No, don't do all of them.
You sure?
Yeah, just be quicker, you know, like a pro, you know. Quick, quick, quick.
I'm a pro. Look.
Yeah, I know. That's better. Now you're getting a little bit better speed.
But the pieces that cracks on the edge, that's for
us.
For us.
I think everything's for us, though. Can I take
think
one?
Yeah. You think? I think tonight I will have a cup of tea and some nice cakes.
Oh.
And watch something nice on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard? There's a new Cinderella movie, a Norwegian one coming.
Yeah.
3 nuts for Cinderella.
Yeah. Because she gets these little hazelnuts and she gets
there's
to
like
make
some
wishes.
secrets inside, some beautiful stuff. It's actually from Eastern Europe somewhere, the original. It's been on TV in Norway like for years. And if I can't see it one Christmas, I get so upset.
Like last year.
Like last year, I couldn't see it. But now, the new one, it looks actually very nice.
And this year we won't be driving on Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve, so you will be able to see it until you see it.
I'm gonna see it.
So you've almost cut them all. So once you do that, I'm gonna take over and transfer them to the rack while you continue doing the filling these forms.
But is that like very warm now? And this one is for me.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, that's so good. That syrup? Where's the dough? Oh. I need something to put this on. Oh, sorry. This one. Okay. You have to finish one tray so you can see when they're finished. So, and I don't know if we have enough of this former, what's that in English?
Forms?
Forms. There wasn't 40 in this package.
Well, you do as many as you can.
But if we have a crisis, you can always heat up some butter and we can use the old ones.
Yeah.
Just for fun. Can we do that?
Or we could probably put the dough in the fridge for a little bit longer.
Yeah, and use the one we have,
Yeah.
you mean? And because now it's starting to get warm.
Yeah.
You can actually, this comes out like small cups. You could probably fill them with some good stuff. I don't know if people do that, but it's possible. But that's a little bit too much. Are you eating?
No. Okay, maybe one.
And now you have to show how beautiful.
And Freya is on the floor looking at us.
Yeah, she's always hoping for something.
Yeah.
Helmer never do that.
She's an optimist, isn't she?
Yeah. I don't know if this is good for her, but I don't know.
Well, I will never give her this.
But if it drops on the floor, it's really hard to stop her because she's so thick. Oh, look at those. That is so beautiful, Carlos.
Yeah?
The one you made.
Well, you cut them.
Take it to the camera.
So, yeah. Well, maybe if you go to the camera and tilt it.
Yeah. So
Just tilt the camera a little bit so that people can
see the beautiful
see the goodies.
Nice.
So, bruna pinner, or brown sticks as we call them in English, or translate them, are almost in the box. It
Maybe
means
they have
they're almost done.
But maybe they have an English name.
I don't know, it's a
maybe
Norwegian
there's-
cookie, yeah?
Oh.
Okay, Arne, so what we're going to do now to speed it up a little bit is we're going to turn off the camera.
Yeah, and finish all this.
I'm going to do all the dishes.
Yeah.
And while I do all the dishes, you finish up filling the tray.
Yeah.
And then we will come back and then we're going to put them in the oven, okay? So we're actually going to put them in the oven as well. The recipe says that they're going to go in 180 degrees for 12 minutes. And we're going to do all of that before we come back. So when we come back, we're going to take them off the oven and show you the magic that happens when they come out of the oven.
And this is not for people who don't have time, a lot of time.
Yeah, you need a lot of time for this one.
It's time consuming.
Yes. Okay, so we'll be back in, I don't know, I think about 20 minutes. But for you guys, you won't even know it. It's going to be magical.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. Hey guys, we are back and the cookies are ready. So we will just take them out of the oven.
So let's see.
Looking good. And these cookies are actually not supposed to get a lot of color. Just they're supposed to look a little pale.
I see now some of them are a little bit thin. So.
Yeah, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna grab a tool here. And you can start transferring them to the tray.
So this is how they look now.
Mm-hmm. Turn them upside down.
This.
And once these start cooling, they should actually start releasing from the forms. So that'll be exciting to see if
it happens this year.
If it happens this year.
It happened last year.
It did. Oh,
be careful.
Be careful. And then you kind of just tap them a little bit, you know, like tap, tap, tap. And they're supposed to loosen up. And they look good. I think they look good.
But we have to make a decision if we should make more. With this,
well, we still have half the dough, so
yeah,
we'll
but
just.
I think if we should use this forms,
yeah,
because then we have to buy more because it's too little.
Yeah, but we can bake them in 2 rounds, so we can do a second round now.
Yeah.
We could start.
We have to cool them down.
We could start putting them in and doing a second round, but pretty much, yeah.
Oh, it's warm.
So you see, the magic has started.
It has to cool down a little bit.
It cools down a little bit. And then you start tapping them and they start loosening up. Be careful, they're warm.
Look.
And that is what they look like. Now I'm sure people are going to have questions, and I think I already know one of the questions people are going to have, Arne.
Yeah.
They're going to ask if you fill them with anything, because they are hollow.
Yeah, I said, like, maybe some people do, I don't know.
But we don't.
No?
So they're actually not filled. Traditionally, they're just eaten the way they are.
Maybe
so
you can eat them with some multecreme.
Some cloudberry cream.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I think these are supposed to just be eaten the way they are, even though they look.
And we never, at home, we never did that. We just ate them as they were.
Yeah, they still need to.
They're a little bit warm.
Oh,
You got one?
I got one. Oh, this is a fun game.
Be careful.
And you burn yourself too. Okay, so those are our cookies that we are doing today.
Cookies of the day.
The cookies of today. Next week we are going to do a traditional Norwegian cookie.
Yeah.
And we're going to do an Italian one that is more modern, or in the sense that it's something that a lot of Norwegians put in the Christmas cookie box now. So if you want, if you really enjoyed this episode, we think you should stay tuned, because I think you're going to enjoy the next one. And I guess while Arne continues loosening up the cookies, you're loosening you're getting them out of the forms. I'm going to do the formalities, because we need formalities.
And you have to say, because we have done gingerbread and we have done those rosettes before. So maybe that we can put a link if people want to see other cakes.
So go to the ARNE CARLOS website and go to the blog. Check out today's episode, First of Advent. We are going to be putting translations of both of the recipes that we've done. I don't know if you can find metal cupcake forms in your country. Hopefully you can. All you need to do is go there and print out the recipes. And as Arne said, I'm going to be linking as well to some of the other videos. And most of the cookies are out of their...
And I think you should wait until it's colder.
Yeah.
But I don't have time for that.
Okay. Anyway, we'll do the formalities now.
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to comment, if there's things you're curious about, if you have questions about the way we bake cookies. Keep in mind, though, we are amateurs. Actually, no, we're very professional.
We're so professional.
Anyway, just make sure to engage with this episode. And if you're a subscriber, click on the notifications bell, because then you will never miss an episode. And the Arne Carlos family is really nice, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and become part of the family. And last but not least, there's a mailing list where you can sign up and you will be the first to get all the updates. We will be back on Wednesday with more preparations for Christmas. On Wednesday, we're actually counting down Christmas. So we're going to start our Advent calendar, and you will see us every day from December 1st to December 24th at 6 p.m. Central European Time, which is 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and noon Eastern Time, and 9 a.m. in Pacific.
And before you say goodbye,
we have to try this.
We have to try. But first, I will show you something what we did when we were kids, which we thought was so funny.
Okay.
Watch me.
Of course. Try again. Yeah, but you have to show people with the camera. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Or not.
Okay. So, no, you have to put them in the box.
But just so you know, delish. So good. And they're gonna taste even better when they are cool. So thank you so much for watching, and see you again next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Look at this, Arne. 2 cookies are in the box.
In the box.
And now we have 5 more to go.
And let's see how long they stay in the box.
Let's see how long they stay. Now these are going to go into a cool place. And we're going to forget all about them until Christmas.
Yes.
Bye.
Hi everybody, and welcome to our Christmas Countdown 2021.
Where we're going to be revealing the secrets inside these traditional mini Norwegian Christmas jumpers.
And there's 24 of them, and no one looks the same.
They're completely unique. Every day from December 1st until December 24th. Hope to see you there.